What's going on, everyone? This is Julian from Elephant TV, and I have a few minutes before I have to go somewhere, and I just wanted to take this time out to share this with you. Many people who watch me frequently and people who I consider to be my friends know me as and describe me as Mr. Positive, and I enjoy that. You know, in this short life that we have on Earth, the fact that people can associate me with that word and, you know, just a kind person who's always positive, I really love that. But I think it's also beneficial to give you guys the other side. Everybody always has two sides, and this is something that I just can't stand about certain people. This is something that's my pet peeve. It grinds my gears. It's just like how some dogs just don't like cats, or how cats just don't like mice. This is my little mice. So here it goes. As you read more about people and as you grow older and you become more intelligent, certain things like this become apparent to you, that there are a lot of people in this world that are less fortunate than you and I are, right? There are a lot of people who don't have a device to watch me live stream, right? Or a device to actually live stream. So that's already a win. You know, we have internet and we have a phone or we have a laptop, so we're already winning, right? And the fact that I'm in a beautiful car, XYZ, so that's just one thing. Another part of it, there's people who don't have food. But now let's just jump right into it. I don't want to make this a big intro. There's people you know and have seen that don't have legs, that they can never ride a bike. Like that lady's riding a bike right there. They can never ride a bike in their whole entire life. There's people who are bound to be in a wheelchair for their whole experience on Earth, right? Their whole life in this body, they have to be in a wheelchair or in crutches. There's certain people that can't talk properly. There's certain people that can't think properly. There's certain people who don't have hands, who don't have feet, who don't have certain limbs. And my whole point in this whole video is to let you know that there are people who have everything that they could ever need. They have the education. They live in a beautiful place with a lot of opportunities and resources. But here's what gets me upset. And here's what I just can't stand. And that, if I'm describing who you are, then maybe this is a great video for you to watch. But apathy is the opposite of enthusiasm. It's the opposite of energetic. It's the opposite of goal-driven. And that's what I hate. And I hate to say that word, but I hate that, and I can't stand it when I see somebody who is not useful in their life, right? That because they have lived, nobody else's life is better. Nobody else's life has improved because that person has lived, because they chose to live a selfish life. They chose to live a life that just feeds their flesh, a life that just feeds their entertainment requirements, right? So they just eat and they consume content, but they never create content. They never create anything. They never put any beauty onto this earth. They never give to this earth. They just take, and do nothing with the blessings that they have acquired throughout this lifetime. And again, why can't I stand this? I can't stand this because I have friends who are disabled. I have friends that can't do a lot of things. That they physically or mentally can't do it. But I know people, and I refuse to call them my friends because they're not my friends, but I know people who have everything physically and mentally, and they have the tool sets to accomplish some good in life, to do things, to invent things, to be useful to others, to go out there and help others, or just do something of service. But they choose not to. And they choose just to you know what they are. They're couch potatoes. They're lazy. Hey, we should go do this. Maybe some other time. Hey, can you help me do this? Oh yeah, maybe later. It's like those people who don't even work out, who don't even exercise, who don't do anything. And I just want to let you know, if you're around people like that, be very careful, because you notice when you're around people like that, they drain you. There's two types of people. There's people, when you're around them, you're energetic, you feel good, you're like, you know what, heck yeah, I'm gonna go get that done. And there's other people that you, after you leave them, you're like, man, I feel like I just left a funeral. Like you just feel down. And because again, they're taking from you. They take your energy, but they give nothing back. They drain you, but they don't pump out life into this world. And that's my pet peeve, because I feel this world is made from the people who live in it. And if the people who live in it aren't being useful, guess what? They're a waste. And it's sad to say, but they're a waste. They take up more parking spots. They take up more, more seats at the restaurant. I don't even know. I'm getting too crazy here. But it pisses me off, It pisses me off to know that there's people who just waste their life and don't contribute to the greater world. And that's what I want to do. That's why before I used to go crazy about having more subscribers, because I feel I can, help people out in some way, maybe through some videos or whatnot. And it's just like, don't you want to leave the world better off? Because you've lived, there's other people who have better lives because of you. And guess what? There's people who don't. They're like, dude, I don't care. As long as I got what I need, I'm fine. As long as I have my 6-pack of beer and the game is on, forget anybody else. And I just feel like, selfish people like that, they don't do anything for the world. Just think about if Martin Luther King was like that. Where the heck would we be now? Martin Luther King was like, I'm good. I got money. I got a family. I got my own church. I got my own house. Why do I care about other black folk? Right? Just think about if everybody was like that. So anyway, the video paused because I set my alarm, because I know I like to talk a lot. So I have to leave. Thank you so much for whoever watched. I hope that this motivated you to change your life. You don't have to stay that way forever. You can say, you know what, I am going to change. I'm not going to be selfish. I'm going to go for whatever it is I think I can be of value to people. And it doesn't mean you have to go after your dreams. It just means do something that's going to help other people. Volunteer somewhere. Help. Even in your spare time, create a website that you write a blog post that uplifts people, or you talk about your experience, because maybe through writing your experience you can help others, or make a hotline where people can call you and speak to you, right? Like, I don't know, just be creative. Do something, So that's what I can't stand in people. And if you personally know me and you're watching this, this can go for family or friends, like, do this, you know what I mean? This isn't me attacking you. This is just me, like, make something out of your life, just, my God, it's just like, oof. Well, anyways, that's my pet peeve. That's my ultimate pet peeve. Do something with your life and make the world better. And to think that there's some people like this who have kids. Like, how can you be one of these people and then have kids, and guess what happens? Your kids end up being more or less like you. They just end up repeating that cycle. Oh, anyways, I'm out. Bye-bye. Stay motivated. And I know this one was a little dark, but I have to be a little dark sometimes. Some people just have to wake up. It's just like, make the world more useful. That's how... All right, that's my last thing. If you want to know if you're successful in life, if you want to say, was I successful? Never equate money in the picture. Never equate money. Never create resources, wealth. You know what you ask yourself at night? Was I useful to somebody? Because I've lived today, was the world a better place? Did I smile at people that I saw? I smile first, right? Whenever you see people, smile first. Did I open the doors for people? Did my line of work help somebody's life just be that much easier or that much happier because I existed? Or did I just take from the world and give nothing back? And then you'll know if you were a success or not. And how you spend your days is how you live your life. So with that being said, stay motivated and may you grow to be as strong as an elephant. Bye-bye. And I'm running late.